Okay, I memorized James first chapter and memorized James first chapter, and I want to say it out for the benefit of others. Like I can, so I can be a blessing for brothers and sisters. I may not be perfect, but I want to do it. James first chapter. Consider it joy, my brethren, when you face various trials, for you know testing of your faith develops perseverance, and let perseverance have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, without lacking nothing. If you lack wisdom, ask God. He'll give generously to all without finding fault, and He will receive it. But when you ask, if anyone asks, you should not, he must believe and not doubt. For the one who doubts is like a wave in the ocean that tossed and blown by the air. That person should not, must not even think that he will receive anything from the Lord, for he is double minded and unstable in all he does. Let lowly brother take pride or boast in high position, but rich brother take pride in low position, because the rich man will fade away like a wild flower. For the sun rises with a scorching heat, withers the flower, and its beauty destroyed. In the same way, the rich man will fade away as he goes along to do his business. Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial, because when he stood the test, he will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. If anybody tempted, he must not say, God is tempting me. For God cannot be tempted by any evil, nor God tempt anyone. If anybody tempted, they're tempted by their own evil desires that drags and entice. Then desire then desire conceives, it gives birth to sin, and sin fully grown, it gives birth to death. My brothers, do not be deceived, for all good and perfect gifts comes from above, down from the Father, who made the heavenly lights. He does not change like a shifting shadows. He chose us through the word of truth, that we might be the first fruits among all creation. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become anger. For man's anger does not bring the righteous life that God desires. Then get rid of all filth, get rid of all moral filth and evil that so widely spread, and humbly accept the word that planted in you, which can save you. Merely, my dear brothers, merely does not listen to the word and so deceive yourself. but do what it says. Do what it says. The man who just listen to the word and does not do what it says, he's like a man who sees his mirror, who sees his face in the mirror and goes out, and immediately he forgets how he looks like. But the man who intently looks into the perfect law that gives wisdom, continuously do what it says, and not forgetting what he has heard, but do it, he is a blessed man in everything he does. In everything he does. He's a blessed man in everything he does. If anybody considers himself religious man but does not control his tongue, he is deceiving himself and his religion is worthless. Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this, that helping, taking care of orphans and widows in their distress, and not polluting himself by this world. Yeah, amen. I think that's it. I don't know what I forgotten. Is there anything forgotten? I don't know. This I am doing it so that others can be benefited, and they can also be encouraged to memorize the word, because so important. Means it's not a law or something like that people have to memorize. No, it's nothing like that. It's just it's like I'm posting it because it might encourage, because end of the day the word of God is what saves us when it's there in our mind. So devil can't touch us. That's the reason I'm posting this. Amen.